Hey y'all, welcome back to another reaction and breakdown. This time we are welcoming a new creator to the channel. This time we're looking at a Jinx song made by Keetheweeb, who we actually seen two times on the channel at this point. The first time was in the Cam Study Fossil Pokemon Cypher, who she represented. I can't remember the name of the Pokemon. I always forget it, but it's the I will never forget her verse with the "My tentacles got you captured, my tentacles got you captured." I still go back and listen to that verse every now and then. I love it. But she was also most recently in the Marvel Rivals Cypher, where she was representing Luna Snow. And so she has a very just talented singing voice. I absolutely love seeing her in the ciphers that she appears in. And I've been meaning to check out some of her own songs. And she released this Jinx song only 2 days ago, and I know a lot about Jinx, about League of Legends, about Arcane. So I figured, let's go take a look. I reached out to her and she said, yeah, to take a look at it. And so, just like before we get started, like I always say, guys, go and check out the original song itself. It'll always be listed at the top of the description. Give it a listen, give her some love, give her a like, give her a share, give her a subscription if you're not already subscribed, and leave some love in the comments below. And then once you've done that, come by and we'll check out this song together. You can see my thoughts and anything I catch on it. So, yeah, I think we can go ahead and get started. If y'all already gone ahead and done that, let's get it started. What you got, Key? So, all right. Okay. Okay. I just want to say real quick before we get much farther into this. Already, production, I love it. I love the on the visual production side of things. I love how the footage is all black and white except for the hair. Very nice. And then occasionally you see flashes of color. But then also the music side of things, very somber, very just sad almost, which is so fitting for the character of Jinx. And Key's vocals are really reflecting that too, speaking of reflections. Ooh. Oh, this is hitting. Okay. Ooh, I got goosebumps. Y'all can't see, but I got goosebumps. Okay. The such good vocals, dude. Uh, we we have a lot to go through lyric wise. I can already see it. And Silco. Bro, and that's just the way that it drops off like that and goes back to that more somber piano, almost like having this back and forth between like the more chaotic, louder side, but also the somber, more quiet, sad side. It's very mirror image to Jinx in a way. Go on. Ah, that was good. That was really good. Become a member, never miss out as part of the crew. Maybe one of these days I will have enough money that I can support every single artist that I can, because that was incredible, Key. Absolutely incredible. Your vocals are insane. Like I said in both the ciphers, whenever you came up, I I love the ciphers. Don't get me wrong. I love rap in very solid flows and things like that, but sometimes a just nice singing verse, right, it was with someone who has just incredible vocals, is such a good way to break up pacing. And then you can also see like just the talent in their their own original songs, and oh my gosh, that was, it's just amazing. All right, all right, let's go through and see what I can catch. um in terms of references and such, because actually, like I said, I know a lot about Jinx. She was actually one of my favorite characters in the game, as well as the show. um I know tonal wise it was just very much representing um just Jinx as a character. Like I was kind of talking about the playing of going from, okay, glass walls for example. So for those of you who haven't watched Arcane, first off, what are you doing? Go watch Arcane. It's so good. I wouldn't recommend playing League as someone who plays League. I wouldn't recommend that, but go watch Arcane. And so Jinx, right? Her whole deal is she basically started going insane. She started losing her mind due to just all of these terrible things in her life. Quite just a combination of many things, right? The loss of her parents, the loss of Clagger, and I can't remember the other kid's name, Milo, right? Milo and Clagger, the loss of them, and then the how the loss of Vander, the way Vi spoke to her when and told her that she didn't want to see her again and stay away. She's just a Jinx. And not only that, but it goes even farther, right? Into her, I guess, adult life or young adult life, uh seeing her working with Caitlyn, a topsider, and just all these things started piling up on her mind, these glass walls, until it shattered and broke her. What else do we got here? Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Yeah, so a long way from home, from what she could have been, or a long way from what she could have been, right? You gotta see just what Jinx could have been if her life didn't turn out the way it did, right? I mean, spoilers. So spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. If you don't want to know anything that you haven't seen yet, stop watching here. But for those who have seen, when Echo ends up kind of going into that alternate timeline, and you see just how talented Jinx is in a normal life, and see how she turns out. It's really sad to see just how different her life was. She either gets to keep Vi and become just insane and be just in a war, or she can lose her sister, one of the most important people, if not the most important person in the world, to her, and she becomes just this really talented, really well supported student, and really an inventor. It's really sad. Yeah, yeah, and then all just the memories of her and Vive. Dude, oh, okay, and then I'll talk about the production side of things. It's so, I can't even put it into words how to describe it. Just when everything starts hitting right there at the end, or I guess at the beginning of like the main chorus, bringing in the bass kind of. I don't know what you call it, drumline. I'm not a musician, so I'm bad at musical terms. But when that bass starts hitting, and the percussion, on top of the music kind of starting to crescendo, as well as the more, I guess, almost harmonic kind of vocals coming in from Key. It's just so nice, so easy to listen to. Yeah. Yeah, and the girl you knew is gone, obviously, because Jinx is, Powder's gone, right? She killed Powder and never would come back. Yep, yep, and then keep sinking deeper, not just metaphorically, but literally, sinking deeper and deeper into, well, different ways, sinking deeper into the crisis going on in the fight of Zon versus Piltover, sinking deeper into the water, like you see here with Silco with her adopted father, considering how Vander was her original adopted father, but also metaphorically because she just keeps falling deeper into this spiral of her mental health, right, deteriorating more and more. And then there's Powder. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and I think that's just more so carrying on about the talk of her health, her mental health. Um, Jinx is a really interesting character, especially if you compare her to her League of Legends counterpart, not just the Arcane version. Because in the League of Legends counterpart, she's very much a like a Harley Quinn kind of character. So just insane at the point that it's comical. Where Arcane has not reached that point. It's still very much playing on a really sad, tragic story of what happened to this girl and her friends and her family, um, and just how no matter even as she would start to get pulled back closer to her sister, something else would go wrong, and she would start to lose herself again. Whether that be uh, meeting or seeing Vi working with Caitlyn, or even seeing losing Vander, only to have Vander come back just to lose him again. Jinx could not catch a break. It's very just so sad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like listen to that music starting to like pump back up. Oh yeah, okay. And these hands, they make the worst mistakes. I think it is no strange idea that Jinx completely blames herself for everything that happened, because she was told to just stand back and everything would be okay, but she didn't listen. She went in there with the unstable hex tech gems, and that's what caused the explosion to that killed Milo and Clagger, and just everything kind of just started spiraling from there. Um, and I mean, you can tell she never really truly forgave herself for that. That's why she still sees these ghosts in her mind of people that she basically killed. Um, it's one reason why she acts the way she does, and one reason why she doesn't really let anyone get close to her, really, except for the exception of Isha later on. Uh, and just like and you hear like you hear the vocals in the background. I'm not even gonna attempt to recreate it, but you kind of you just the you're like it's so good. I want to rewrite it. I want to hear that again. Tell me, Key. God, and just the way that it just ended, it kind of just repeats from there. But man, and you could I was vibing because after it ended right here, I wanted more. I wanted so much more. Oh, but it was so good. It was so good for damn. That's how you know you made a good song or you're listening to a good song when it ends and you go, wait, it's over. All right. Wow. That was awesome. Great job, Key. That was an amazing song. And hats off to you. Hats off to you, Kira. I don't know how to pronounce that, but still, production was awesome. On the oh cool, I didn't see that Daddy Fat Snaps mixed and matched with that. Awesome. Well, props to everyone here who worked on this. This was very, very much an amazing song. I was following Key for a while, and keeping up with some of the posts about the song. I remember when it was first showed off that this song would be coming out. I was super excited for it because it's very much a song that you I guess kind of explored a different side of Jinx than what a lot of people don't really tend to explore, right? Like for example in the Arcane Cypher where Jinx was represented by Chi Chi. I don't get me wrong, I really love that. I think that was one of my favorite ciphers ever, especially with the energy that Chi Chi brought to Jinx. But again, there is this whole other side of her that a lot of people don't necessarily see or even care as much about compared to the more insane, serious side that you see later on, or even the comedic side that you see in League of Legends. That I think was really just perfectly captured in this song. So yeah, I loved it. So I think we're gonna call it there. So guys, make sure to go watch this yourself. Like I said, share it, like it, give Key a subscription, and go follow her on her social media. She's on Twitter and everything like that. So go follow her there. As for me, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it there. So thanks for watching, guys, and if you like any other reaction and breakdown content, I got plenty on the channel. In fact, I'm recording another one after this because I guess I'm just staying on that grind. So if you have anything that you'd like to see me react to, please let me know. If it is to a song, just be aware I always try to reach out to an artist before I do so, just so I can make sure I get their express permission before I do it. But everything else is pretty much fair game. And I guess we will go ahead and call it there. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Love you.